Hi, I'm Megan. Welcome to today's live reading of Shadow by D.M. Earl, presented by Itsy Bitsy Book Bits. Join me. Chapter 1, Shadow, Zoey. As I push my bike as hard and fast as I can in the starless ebony abyss we call Montana nights, the guilt is overwhelmingly crushing down on my shoulders. Every time I get this particular call and leave immediately without a word of explanation to Goldilocks, I feel like total shit and a sneaky ass bitch. We're besties and share everything. Though, gotta say, tonight couldn't get the hell out of there fast enough. Noodles asked her to marry him. What the ever-loving fuck? What have they known each other? What have they known each other? 5 fucking minutes, for Christ's sake? I hate to think this, and it's bad enough Hannah's back and gonna live in the house with us. I did spend some time with the kid, and she's all right in my book. Hannah's got her head on straight most of the time. Sharing my bestie with her long lost daughter / sister is going to be hard enough at times. But now add a fiance who will eventually be her husband. Shit, my girl Goldilocks ain't going to want my kind of freaky hanging around. Damn, especially if these two are even thinking about having babies someday. Like, one look at my fucked up face won't scare the tyke for the rest of his or her life, for Christ's sake. With my head up my ass, I barely see the movement on the side of the road. Pulling in my front brake slowly and consistently while my foot pushes down with some serious pressure on my rear brake. My attention at this precise moment is on the herd of mule deer moving silently through the dense forest toward the road. Somehow, and by the grace of God, I manage to pass their asses before they decide to leisurely cross the road to the other side. Slowing down even further, I take the next curve like a pansy-ass new rider, but between my heart beating like a drum and my body trembling, that shit for some reason just freaked the fuck out of me. Knowing I don't have time to act like a goddamn baby when the dimly lit shoulder area for accidents is in sight, I instantly pull over and shift my bike into neutral before giving my kickstand a good kick. Once my bike is stable on the stand, I can't get my ass off my bike quick enough. Son of a motherfucking bitch. That was too goddamn close. If that slight movement hadn't caught my eye, I would have been spread out all over that road with either some serious road rash or maybe missing a limb or two along the asphalt. Or just a shattered skull. That thought gives me a shiver. What the hell is my problem today? Shit, I know the answer to that, just don't know how to fix it. I did this to myself and now have to pay the damn consequences. There's not one person who can help me. Again, not true, but I don't want his asshole help. Got in this goddamn mess because of his bullshit to start with. I'm such a dumbass, and this situation proves it 150%. How the hell am I going to tell my club sisters that I, Shadow, their badass, tough as fuck enforcer, fell for one of the oldest cons ever? To make it worse, when that jerk filled me in on it himself, I could have shit my pants and puked at the same time. Well, until I pictured what I could do to him and how much I could make him squeal in agony. My one saving grace, I can escape into my head. When my nerves settle down once again, I get on my bike, start her up, and continued on my night ride. Don't have much farther to go, but from this point on, my attention has to stay on where I'm at and if I'm being followed by anyone. This could be life or death kind of shit. And as much as that motherfucker pisses me off, I don't want to be the reason why he disappears unless I'm the one making that happen. Leaning into the curve, I glance in my side mirror to see a car, a dark sedan, hanging back a bit. That doesn't sit well, so I downshift, hoping this jerk will pass me and go on his merry damn way. Well, of course, they fucking don't do that. But now they are lingering behind me, trying to look inconspicuous. Dumbass shouldn't be driving a jacked up older model sedan then. Seeing my turn off straight ahead, I pass it and then gun the throttle and race down not even an eighth of a mile and make a crazy as fuck turn onto the hidden gravel road he showed me in case of any trouble. As soon as I can, I turn off my bike in the headlight, scrunching low behind a tree-lined area with large old trees and some bushes, trying to wait while sitting still and not breathing like someone is chasing me. Hearing the car first, then smelling it, I smile to myself. This asshole is burning oil. Stupid ass. His engine is either going to seize or with any luck blow up. Barely breathing, I watch as they speed by. Thank Christ. I think to myself, but stay put. Not going to rush and miss them either turning around or worse, coming at me on foot to follow. My head is all over the fucking place. I almost panicked when Goldilocks said that Hannah was going to move in and then dropped the bomb about getting engaged. For a split second, I felt sharp, agonizing, all-consuming hysteria starting to rise up. The horror of not having anywhere or anyone to live with almost brought me to my knees. Then Goldilocks demanded I not only still live in her home, but maybe would be able to help her with Hannah. That right there calmed my nerves, but also made me feel like I was good enough and could be useful. Not seeing those assholes, I slowly pushed my bike out of the tree line and, with one more look around, I started up and quickly make my way down to the turnoff. Shit, this ain't barely a road, and in the past, there have been many times when I almost dropped my bike. I've thought about driving my old shitty cage, but whenever the weather permits, I'm on my bitch of a bike. Turning one last time just to be careful, I managed to make my way down the half-mile death trap of a driveway to the house. Damn, if you all could call it that. More of an obstacle course. Not sure why he hasn't at least filled the damn huge potholes. Stupid fucker that he is. Seeing the log house, I let out the breath I've been holding on to. Damn, can't keep doing this bullshit for so many fucking reasons. Shit, I'm part of the Devil's Handmaidens MC, and one thing our club doesn't ever do, we don't keep secrets from our club sisters. Loyalty in our club is everything. More importantly, though, is keeping this shit from my family. Goldilocks, Pops, Mama Diane, and now including Hannah. Shit, better start adding noodles to the goddamn list, too. A small smile hits my lips briefly because I have a growing family, the one thing I've always wanted. One thing I'm not going to do is add this motherfucker because I might kill him before this night is over. Seeing the pole barn open, I pull into it off to the left side where his bikes and cages are. I get off the bike shaking my limbs, not only from the ride, but from tensing up my muscles. Not a good night ride for me, I'm guessing. Too many almost happening. Removing my travel bag, I drop it to the ground. Then, grabbing my thick braid, I remove the band and let my long raven hair loose. Running my fingers to my scalp, I give it a quick scratch. Feeling a little bit more like myself, I turn. He's standing in the doorway, leaning against the wood frame, one ankle crossed over the other, that goddamn sexy smirk on his beautiful high cheekbone face. He fits his jeans like no man I've ever known, and in my type of business, I've seen my share of men, and also killed quite a few. My eyes follow his scuffed boots up his long length of legs to his thick thighs, which catch my attention, as I work my way up and over the area that is highlighted by his low-riding jeans. His flat as fuck abs lead up to the sculpted chest that has my mouth watering. When I get to his face, I stop breathing. That face always takes my breath away. Long ebony hair, almost to his ass, is currently half up, half down. His chiseled jaw and cheekbones show his bloodline, but the eyes pull me in, expecting brown or even black ones. Nope, his are as green as the trees in the forest of Montana. Nothing like my own ice blues, which look cold and dead. His are shit. The only thing I can compare them to is what I've seen on television and in pictures. His are a true gemstone forest green. Those are his weapons, one of many. I just stand there staring at him like a smitten young girl. His smirk gets wider, but he never moves. After what seems like hours, but isn't even a few minutes, he tilts his head and studies me. Doesn't take him long to read my body language and figure out something is wrong. Nizani, beautiful, get your fine ass over here and tell me what the hell is going on. Something's got you freaked. What's done it? God damn it, come on, Zoey, talk to me. Hearing my name from his lips when I told him time and time again, only my family calls me that, I feel the panic and intense anger take over. A man doesn't get that privilege, not after all the ones who used and abused it in me. I told you not to use that name. You don't get that name. Hear me, motherfucker, because I ain't going to tell you again. Next time, might have to cut that tongue of yours out of your mouth and shove it up your fine as fuck brown ass. He outright laughs, then slowly stands up and walks into my space, but doesn't put a hand on me. All right, now I know you're a sexy, badass woman, but remember one thing. If you cut my tongue out, you know what that means. No more, don't say it. You suck big time. Won't be able to without a tongue. So now that problem solved. Can we move on to what's weighing on your mind and has your shoulders tense as fuck? You're going to tell me before I explain why I called you for your expertise and help. As I explained to him about everything that has gone on with Goldilocks or Tink, as he knows her, as I explained to him about everything that has gone on with Goldilocks or Tink, as he knows her by, Noodles, Hannah, and then the ride from hell over here between the deer, that strange car, he watches me closely and trying to read me. Not gonna happen. After so many years, I've learned the hard way. Gotta keep some shit close to the chest. Only way to protect myself. So what was so fucking important that you had to demand I ride over here tonight in the pitch dark, you crazy asswipe? What couldn't wait until tomorrow, for Christ's sake? He shakes his head slowly while his hand goes around my waist gently, pulling me closer to him. My hands automatically land on that defined chest of his, and when his unique scent hits my nose, all I want to do is climb him so he can hold me tight with those arms of steel. Instead, I sniff, then smell him and wait for his answer. Did you just scent me? Anyway, I got a call tonight. They said they might have found me 2 to 4 toys that I've put in a request for. They want to meet, but at a different spot, and the price went up another 30 grand each. Not sure if they made me or if something popped in the system. I was told my backstory was solid, but there's always a better hacker out there, right? Thought some backup would be a good idea to keep my ass breathing, and you being my secret badass weapon, don't trust anyone more than you to have my back. Oh, I made a call and also have an avalanche on his way. Shit, dude, why do you always call him in? He not only hates me, but belittles me too. Every goddamn time. One of these days, I'm going to put a bullet right between his dopey looking eyes, swear to God. Come on, beautiful. He's my brother and one of the few I still trust. Give me that, all right? I just nod and agree, knowing he's very close to losing it. He's been trying for a couple of years on and off to demolish this menace to society jagoff sick ring, with no success. This filth can get whatever anyone asks them for a price, of course. And he's worked so hard and has gone in so deep. He gets so close, and then just like that, they're gone. It's like someone is warning them, or worse, informing on him. He's been trying to figure out why he trusts the big old dumb lug who's on his way. Reaching down, I go to pick up my bag, but he gets to it first and grabs it. Then he reaches for my hand, and together we move out of the pole barn and toward the house. Once inside, I tell him just to drop my bag anywhere as I'm dying of thirst. Walking into the kitchen, just as we're about to grab something to drink, I feel him before I hear his irritating voice. Hey, boss, what you need? Am I going with you or staying behind to keep an eye on them? Either way, just let me know. I'm good with either. At least I won't scare the fuck out of the little ones. He laughs and I look his way, shooting him the finger. Whatever, Big Bird. Watch your mouth. Not in the mood for your childish bullshit tonight. Oh, I'm feeling sorry then for my man here because he called you just for that. You know, might as well leave, little skull, any face before you get yourself hurt. Walking right up to him, I have to lean back to look up at this enormous jerk. When I raise my hands, he flinches, so I grin like the lunatic I am, moving my upper body, which has his attention when I lift my knees and make contact with his balls. He goes down instantly. Next time, think twice before calling me names, Big Bird. As the old saying goes, the bigger they are, the harder they fall, asshole. Then, without thinking, I pull my leg back, and as I go to kick him in the nuts, I'm grabbed from behind and lifted high in the air. Enough of this stupid, petty bullshit from both of you. Goddamn idiots. Not sure what the problem is between the two of you, but that's it. You're pissing me off and we have too much at stake. So suck it up and try to act like adults for once in your life. When he goes to put me down, he pulls me close to his chest so that I can feel the length of his body, including the hard as steel cock behind his zipper, telling me he's thrilled to see me. My mood switches instantly, and again with the confusing feelings. I feel my nipples getting hard as my center and core clench, wanting what I can't handle. This is becoming a pain in the ass. Then I hear Big Bird's irritating voice. God damn, you two horny assholes need to get a room already. It's disgusting how neither of you can keep your hands off each other every time you're together. Get your minds out of the gutter. We got serious shit to do. With that comment, I first giggle, then outright laugh, which helps me release the tension in my body. At least that dick is good for something.